Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our inventory tutorial series. In today's part we're going to be going over the visual aspect of our inventory. So to start things off, I have a bow and some arrows, pretty different from the last models I used, I guess. But yeah, they're just on a stand for ease of access. So the first thing we want to do is, let me delete this and recreate it. We're going to put in a remote event. I'm going to call this slot. Alright, so we're going to set up our GUI for our hotbar or inventory. It will work both ways. It's pretty flexible, I guess. So we're going to call this screen jewel. Then call this core. Then we're going to put in a frame. Okay, so the details of this frame, the position is going to be 0.5, 0.9, 9. The size is going to be 0.4, 0, 0.1, 0. Anchor point is going to be in 0.5, 0.5. Go, and that's in the center of our screen, like so. Okay, and then we're gonna add in a folder to keep our slots. We're gonna call this slots, and then we're gonna have a UI grid layout, so we have a list of our inventory slots right here. Okay, and for our UI grid layout, we're gonna do 0, 50, 0, 5. For our cell size, we're gonna do 0.16, 0, 1, 0. There we go. Our horizontal alignment is gonna be mid center. Yeah. Put it in image label, like so. I'm gonna create 4 of these because I have 4 slots. There we go. I'm gonna call this slot 1 in order. I said order. Slot 2. Yeah, slot 3. Okay, so what I just did is labeled these in order and created 4 of these image labels. So the texture of our image label, all of them, is gonna be RBX assets ID 509. You can put any one you want here. I'm gonna just use the one I have. There we go. Gonna set these background transparencies to 1. And then we're gonna go back to our frame, set this background transparency to 1 as well. And there we go. Nice little inventory slot thingy. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is create a local script. Call this slot client. I'm gonna start off with a local slot folders. Parent, find for show slots. Okay, slots. Show you this will find our slot folder right here. we're gonna do a local slot remote is equal to game service space storage. Wait for child slot 1. This will get our slot right here. Now replace storage. We're gonna do local function slot client. We're gonna do underscore slot image. So for underscore slot, because we're not going to be using this parameter. Next slot folder, get children do. So this will go to our slot folder right here, and then get every single one of these values inside of slots. So then we're going to check if not slot is a UI grid layout. Then, oops. So if it iterates through all of this and finds this, we're not going to count that because we don't want that. We don't want to edit that. Okay, so then we're going to do local slot name is equal to slot dot name. So we're just going to find each of these slots and get their names. So slot name is equal to underscore slot, and because we're going to pass through a slot from our server, and then it's going to compare the two. Local image label is equal to slot find first child image. So if image label, oops, I called this level. We're going to create this image label in a second. So if image label, then image label, oops, oh my god, dot image is equal to the image that we passed through over here, and then we need to call that function so it actually works. So slot remote dot on client event connect our slot client, and then we're done. Delete that. Oops. Delete that. Okay. I'm gonna create an image label in each of our slots. Should have just copied it and pasted it onto it. Oops. So CTRL control, grab all of this. Call it image. It's already created this. I'm gonna go and try and find it. Okay, these properties. Alright. Just gonna paste that in to all. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna paste it into this first one. Oh, size. There we go. And position. There we go. I wonder if they're all. Okay, they're all the same. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna set this background transparency to 1. Okay, I'm gonna delete these. Gonna copy this, paste it into these, and we should have that. Alright. We're gonna go through all these and delete this, and there we go. Okay, and we should be done with that. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright, so onto our actual scripts. So in our manager script, we're going to create a new module, and we're gonna call this data, and then we're gonna delete this top half because we do not need it. We're gonna return a table. Up here we're gonna do local types is equal to require script dot parent dot interactable types. There we go. Alright, so we have our interactable types variable up at the top. So then we're going to create we're gonna add our weapons to this. So we're gonna have our bow, add a comma, gonna call this arrow, and then just for the fun of it, because no, it's an example, I guess, we're gonna have like a potion. So then what we're gonna do is set our type. So the type of our bow is gonna be equal to types 1. So what's that gonna do? It's gonna access this first index in our types table and set it as our type here. So this would be type is equal to weapon. For our arrow, we're gonna type is equal to types 3. Our potion, our type is gonna be consumable, so type is 2. So like wherever you put your types, you want to make sure you access it for the correct item. So then we're gonna have our description is let's just call it a legendary item crafted from long ago. Alright, oh yeah, we need these so it doesn't error. Then we're gonna have our image, of course, so you wanna make sure you get a transparent image. Alright, so actually I have one, so I'm just gonna use that. Yeah, I have a few here. You could go ahead and use these if you want to, but they're pretty trash. Okay, so our image is equal to that. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing for the last two. Let's add that there. Gonna add that here. There we go. Alright, I need to change the image IDs of these. I'm just gonna use the one I had before. So copy that, put that into here, copy that, and put that into here. Alright, and we're pretty much done with our data module. So what we're gonna do is go into our slots manager. Oops, this is the wrong one. Slots right here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna access our remote our slot remote, game, service, upgrade storage, oops, wait for a child, slots, add a timeout, and it's going to be 1 second. We can access our data module, and as you require, script.parent.data. You call that whatever you want, I don't know. I just called it data. So I'm gonna come down into where we add the item into our inventory. We're gonna add a string conversion thingy. So we're gonna do this local string convert. Let's call it that for short, I guess. Slot string. Do I have a slot string? No, I don't. Okay. We're gonna do local slot stir. Is equal to slot. Make sure you have the space, because we have spaces in our slots. So we're gonna do local string convert is equal to slot dr concatenated with toString and t. So that would be like slot 1, slot 2. This will convert our number into a string and all that stuff. Yeah. I'm just gonna replace this with stir convert, however you pronounce it. What we're gonna do is add a if statement. So if data name. So if the data has the name of the weapon that we have, like, so if we pick up this item, if that name is equal to any name we have in our data module, then we want to continue with the script. So local image is equal to data name, and then we find our image. Now we can just copy and paste this, or cut it and put it into there. So we're gonna do underneath here, remote, slot remote, fire client, p string convert, so image. So this will pass through like slot 1, slot 2, and this will pass the image of the item in our data thingy. So if we run that, it should work first. Never mind. Okay, let's see. Error. Ooh, okay, we just need to disable this. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, we don't need that. Alright. Oh yeah, we could delete these, by the way. Don't need that. Alright. And if we pick this stuff up, it should be added to our thing, like that. Okay. Our bow. Arrow. Another arrow. And we're full. Nice. So in part 3 we should have data saving and probably some more tweaks and stuff. But yeah.